Figured I better come check on the little bugger. Ty had him on a couple of times, but you know, they get on there, get them slicked up, and those longer teats like that, they don't necessarily keep them in their mouth for a time or two. But get down here and he's going to town, so that's what I wanted to see. And he's still on the teat. He was on the teat when I came in, and I fed backwards today. I fed that way and then around here, because it's a backwards day already. Don't get to see Blakely today. That means Blakely doesn't get to go with Ty and Becky to go get some of her future clothes. The gal, Crystal, that was here that day that we ended up having the vet out, pulling that huge calf out of a 2-year-old. She's got a bunch of clothes from her daughter. So that's, no, you didn't hear the radio. That's what I heard's going to happen today. And Becky was telling me yesterday that since it wasn't going to rain today, which wasn't what I had heard, anybody want to take a guess on what it did? That her brother would be out here to get some cabinets taken care of. Oh, if it was going to rain, he'd be here. But since it wasn't going to rain, he was going to be at his aunt and uncle's doing some stuff for them that has to get done while it wasn't raining. We got a 1/4 inch between 11 o'clock and 5-ish. Oh, what it's going to do now? Maybe it's not going to rain anymore. I just know everything's wet. So, and yes, my head's stuffed with stuff that is not loose enough to flow. So if you know, you know. And I thought I had some out here. Maybe they came in while I was feeding the yearlings. Then again, maybe not. I don't know. I don't see any out here. I just know this is a slickery, wet mess out here this morning. And I hear froggies. They are straight out there. And a calf from over there somewhere. Becky made mention yesterday that there'd been some white feathers right in there, which I'd seen yesterday too. We both assumed maybe it was owls. No, it's not. Why did you just go colored on me? Interesting. That would be a dove. And there's a couple different types of doves. That's one that they're not native in Oregon. They're not supposed to be in Oregon. But my mother thought that they needed to be here. What I understand is there's basically an open season on them to get rid of them, but this is how stupid we are. Yeah. It reminds you of how about the last few California governors? Anyway, yeah, I did say that, but right there's the rip in the visqueen where they're coming in and out of, I believe. Because I don't see a rip over here, but I think what they're doing is going from there to here. I don't know. It's like we've had starlings all winter. Bryce and I kind of mentioned this stuff. Like I just watched, yep. And if you saw what came out of there, That's a starling. See if we can zoom in on it before the little bastard flies away. That is a starling. Prove me wrong. And I've spooked them out of there almost every morning all winter. They're not supposed to be here for another week or 2 or 3. Can't tell what Ty's been doing, can you? Heard Becky took the cabinet out of there yesterday while I was putting bales in.
Mostly me.
Took the shelves off up there. And yeah, it was white behind the shelf. Of course, the shelves were white. She's playing on the ceiling because that part of the ceiling's been kind of protected. And obviously, the white doesn't match anymore.
No, not at all.
Yeah, Ty's behind me. No,
it looks like a dirty white. When you look up close, it is nowhere near.
Yeah.
Nowhere near the same.
So, what she painted up there is a different color, but you know, part of that'll get covered up because there's 2 12-inch wide cabinets that are going to go from the ceiling down. Should be about there, 1 at each end, and then that. Not that you can see the front, but there's 2 of those that'll go between. Makes a full 8 foot, which comes almost to the edge of that molding. It's like an inch short or something like that. And I decided I better get some handles on. So that's what I am doing. And I got smart. I marked which set of holes was which this time, because I haven't done it for so long, so I had to figure out which was which for sure.
I can mix up.
And these drawers,
Let me look at it.
they just make it to the centerpiece, but that's fine.
Why don't we wait until Scott's finished and see what
And then we can ask Becky what she's been doing today.
IRS shit.
She ended up on the phone with
We need to clean all
an
this.
Oriental.
Yeah, that I couldn't understand. He was saying form and I thought he was saying phone.
That was a 20-minute wasted call. And then she called back and then she told me it really makes a big difference when you get a really nice black lady on the phone versus the Oriental that don't speak English.
Well, not what I needed. All I'm waiting for is them to mail me the pen. that I
Yeah,
need.
that's
And then I'm back in business.
waste 20 minutes and 10 minutes later call back and talk to somebody for 2 minutes and it's said and done. But no, Scott told Becky last night. Well, he said the other day he was going to be here today. And last night he says, yeah, well, it's not raining. I got stuff I got to do at our aunt and uncle's house. So.
Because I'm not his favorite. He doesn't like me.
Only sister, just not favorite.
Because of me.
It's all Tylen's
I
fault.
told him it was supposed to rain today. I told him that.
So it did rain, 1/4 inch of rain all night. I think I already mentioned that in an earlier clip. But it hasn't rained since, and now it's half foggy in the hills, so it probably won't rain the rest of the day. Which is good, because then maybe he'll get done with that stuff today,
Eventually we need to replace this fucking floor.
and he'll be here tomorrow. She keeps talking about wanting to get this floor's earned the right to stick around, I think.
Oh, I can stick around and we'll just have something over the top of it.
Really, I think if she wants to do it right, heal it all up and do an epoxy coating.
No. I love that idea, but you know how hard that's going to be?
Well,
You know what it looks like underneath it.
because my concern is those 2 things there, if they ever need to come out, that much extra floor in here, and they won't be able to come out
Well, I think
without
that what
tearing
we
the
need to do
countertop
is,
off.
when we do the floor, do a full-size dishwasher and make this
Here, I'll show you what I'm thinking.
a step.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
This is step up where this section's a little bit taller than the rest of it, because people have sections that are taller than the rest of their.
Dude, you're gonna bitch the entire time.
I
That's
don't use
just,
that over there. Your dad does. The
yeah,
rest
she
of it-
doesn't care. She doesn't have to use it.
Right.
She
No,
just stacks stuff in my way that I can't get to my
Wait,
no.
coffee
wait,
pot.
No, you would like it just a little bit taller. This is gonna be.
Wait, who was right about cleaning up your sink?
Anyway,
Yes,
welcome to my world.
You were right, Tamlin. You are everything to me, Tamlin.
Who was
Figure
right
if I
about
get
the
all these
section
handles
over
on,
here?
I don't have to do it after they're in
When you
place.
said, oh, it's fine.
And I
We'll just put
just
a
don't
curtain
have the umph today to go outside and do a whole lot, and this has to get done anyway. Hey, look, I took a break. Becky got an email from the neighbor and had a bunch of stuff she thought she was supposed to print off for her. And I got down here and she goes, oh, geez, my dang phone, no wonder it says it didn't send where it was supposed to. She's trying to send it to her attorney. They're trying to send a reply to her attorney, and instead it forwarded everything from her attorney to Becky. Oh well. Like I said, I needed a break. I go back and finish drilling holes and mounting handles and get done with that and feed. Because by then it's going to be time to feed. Right here, yeah, I got you a little scenery. Daffodils growing out there. They've always been out there, and to the best of my knowledge, there's never been a house there. It's usually how you tell where home sites used to be. But up somewhere in the trees in here is where the original home site was on that piece of property. It's supposed to be up toward the upper end. And when I was a kid, I was always told stay out of there because somewhere there's an old hand-dug well with a wood cover on it. Nobody knows where it is. But the far corner of the property up there, you can tell that's where the house was, because the flora and fauna that's growing in the corner. And Ty made it back. She went over that gal's place where they bought the 7 steers from us, because her little daughter's grown out of a bunch of clothes and had a bunch to, I guess we bought them, which is fine. So Blakely has some clothes to grow into. Bunch of loudmouths out here. And this is how the whole day's been. The fog finally lifted around noon. It wasn't real heavy, but it's gone now anyway. Well, it was a day. I didn't finish that stuff in the house either. I don't have much left to do. There's 2 of those upright pantry type cabinets that are going in the hallway. 2 doors on each one need done. Got the one that's going in the bathroom to do. There's 2 doors on it. And then I forgot, the ones in the hallway have the two of the 4 cabinets that are going up above the basin. So, where Ty was painting today. They're just single doors, so. But I realized those were in there after Becky says, oh yeah, they're in there. You're going to? She literally just bumped my thumb that is holding the phone. That's the closest she's been. So you did come up and say hi. Yeah, you did. Now you can say you did it, huh? Oh, 4:45. Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? That's my finger. About 4:51. What if I put a hand out? Oh, hey. You just touched my fingers again and again. See? I'm not such a bad guy after all, am I? Think back to when you were a calf and somebody gave you like 4 or 5 shots and tattooed your ear and put a tag in you. And may or may not have had to treat you for naval infection or something. Who knows? Huh? But I was nice about it. Yeah. Wouldn't I? And there's Omaha. It's all the closer she wants to get to me. I don't know why. Oh my God, you're coming back up again? And you too? 4:51? Yeah, that was my finger. The 4:32's hanging back. 4:31's getting closer all the time too. She hasn't come clear up to me yet, but pretty close. And I realized I gotta throw hay in for them too. Yay! At least it's small bales. I gotta go throw some in for those 2 cows too. I don't know what the dogs are interested in over here. Rainy was just sniffing around. And now Red. Actually, I probably do know. They think there's a rat in there, which there could be. because there's a gap all the way through between the trough and that feed panel. So there probably is one. Haven't seen any more in the rat trap yet. So anyway, that was the day. Nowhere near enough stuff done, but enough that I'm whooped. And of course Becky, she's, oh, I don't know how I can be so tired. All I've done is on the phone or on the computer all day. And I'm sore. Well, yeah, because you're stressed from all the crap you're dealing with. And she, I don't know if I mentioned earlier or not, she ended up talking to the gal at the attorney's office and sicked her on Wells Fargo again. See if we can find out what the hell the Social Security was for a dead man, since nobody seems to be able to find it anywhere, and we got to have that before we can transfer stuff. Stupid, but it is what it is, I guess. And no new babies. I'll check backsides when they go into the feed barn here in a little bit. Probably won't bring you along for that. Long enough video, right? Try to get back to not as long as yesterday's. So thank you all for watching. Hope everybody had a great Monday. Hope everybody has a great Tuesday. And by the way, that's the little girl that's been in there. And that's the little boy that needs a little help to get out. Both of them are doing good.